I'm Travis Kelce. I play tight end for Kansas City. I've been here for the past 10 years. I work with a lot of unbelievable people in this community. I care about them just as much as they want to cheer for me on Sundays. I want to cheer for them in life. And I think there needs to be more attention brought to these local heroes. What's going on, guys? Craig Cummings being one of them. Someone that's been ingrained in this community for 28 years as a firefighter. And then on top of that, he's there at the kids center, helping out the underserved youth, showing them how to box.
Get off the line, Adam.
Everybody says nothing but amazing things about him. And you know he's doing it the right way because the people around him absolutely love him.
What happens when someone who's spent their whole life
given to others finally gets something in return?
Oh my God.
This is the story of unsung heroes,
amazing trucks,
and dreams that come true.
This is
the Trucket List.
The Trucket List.
This is the Trucket List.
I'm Gina Cummings, and I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. Craig has always been very kind and considerate. When he was a child, Craig's mom and dad would take in any stray kids that needed a home. Even though they didn't have the means to pay for it, they would just add more food to the table. So our house is kind of one of those houses, if you need a place to stay, our door is always open.
My name's Craig Cummings. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. We had a full house. I had one brother and two sisters. We had all of our cousins live with us as well. My dad grew up in an orphanage, so he's always been such a giving guy, and taking in anybody that would need help. I mean, that's just how I was raised. That's how we've always done things, and that's, to me, how you're supposed to live.
Craig and I have been married for 24 years. I met Craig when I was 19 and he was 20.
She happened to be the cousin of our landlord. I'm like, hey, I think I want to go out with your cousin.
Craig was a professional boxer. He started boxing when he was 5 years old.
I weighed 43 pounds when I had my first fight, and for some reason there was some rule that said I had to weigh 45 pounds, so I put my shoes on and some weights in my pockets to weigh 45. Ended up winning the Golden Gloves, 87, 88, and 89, and then turned pro. My first professional fight was in Madison Square Garden. I was ranked in the top 10 by everyone.
I used to get really nervous when Craig would fight. You start to think about injuries, but this is something he'd done his whole life, so I wasn't gonna be the person to stand in the way of something that he grew up doing.
Damon Reed. I've known Craig for 27 years. When we met boxing, he was more of an elite fighter than me. He was actually ranked number 3 in the world in the WBC. He was ranked number 7 in the world in the WBA. We nicknamed Craig Kid Fire because he was a firefighter.
Craig has been a firefighter for 27 years. He sees it as a way of giving back to the community. He's had several good friends on the fire department who lost their lives in fires. So when something like that happens, you definitely are thinking about your own husband, your children. What if something like that were to happen to him?
The danger's there every day, and you have to deal with that, but try to put yourself in safe positions and be smart.
Craig's the first one to run in, last one to come out.
Hit that top one. There you go.
It's emotional for me. A lot of people don't make it out. You never know if you're gonna talk to your best friend again. So I've always told him, you've done your deal, it's time to retire. But he loves it, he keeps doing it. That's his thing, that's what Craig Kid Fire Cummings does. I'm ready for him to, ride off in the sunset and go back to Cancun with me a couple more times.
When Craig's not at the fire station, he volunteers his time at the boxing gym, working with inner city kids Monday through Friday.
Let's load up in the van, all we can. The gym is located in an area where there's a lot of lower income housing all around it. We developed a program at the Garrison Community Center where kids came for free. It was all my equipment, and I would go there and train them for free.
Most of the kids that Craig works with at the gym are inner city kids who come from rough neighborhoods. There's a lot of gun violence. Boxing has been a great outlet for Craig. And he's trying to give these kids at the gym an outlet for their traumas, like it's an outlet for him too.
Craig can tell you, come on down here, all you need is a pair of sneakers and some shorts. We'll wrap you up and put the gloves on you and get you started. Fit in here and they let their aggressions out. We'll get you tired enough to where when you go home, you're not gonna do anything too mischievous.
Off your jab, pivot back to your right. There, nice jab.
It's a great place for a boxing club. I mean, it needs a boxing club there for these kids to stay off the street, to give them something else to go do. Boxing is it's a sport that teaches you humility, pride. I mean, every emotion in the book you're going to experience. You learn to harness that, and then in everyday life, when somebody makes you mad or when you get super excited, I mean, you're able to control your emotions more because of what boxing teaches you. I told a kid I was proud of him one night. He broke out in tears. He'd never had an adult male say, "I'm proud of you" in his life. And that'll stick with me forever.
Hand wrap.
I can't even explain how many kids he's helped. And it's not just the boxing. You can't afford to pay your gas bill? Here's 50 bucks. Hey, I'm hungry. Here's 20 bucks.
There's glaring examples all the time, showing me that I'm doing something for a reason. And it is giving these kids somewhere else to go.
When the pandemic hit and the gym closed, Craig would take the kids and work out with them over at the park. Craig's desire to help these kids at the gym, it's who he is. It's what Craig does.
Nice rest. Boxing will give these kids something to dream about, something to look in their future, something they could attain, something they want to be.
For Craig, they're part of the family. Craig and I have 2 kids. Holston, our oldest child, has autism, and she is what I call my angel on earth.
She is the sweetest soul on earth. She was an angel sent to us, I know that.
Caden is in college, but we always make time to watch the football game together. That has always been very important to our family.
We watch every game together. Everybody's got their own spots in the living room where they have to sit. And, we try to go to 3 or 4 games a year.
When we go to our local games, we are known for our tailgating. And Craig believes that he is the grill master. He loves flipping burgers and steaks. I think for Craig, tailgating, it's just another release. You're having fun, enjoying life with all your friends and cheering on the team.
It brings everyone together for a common cause. We're all on the same team again. I think football brings unity within the community.
Craig loves Travis Kelce. In 2015, Craig met Travis. I believe the kinship that you see there is because they both work with inner city kids.
It's been so fun to watch Travis Kelce develop and mature as a player and as a person. And it's just awesome that he is that guy on the team that I love. And his outreach program is just a few blocks from our fire station.
I've always had a passion for shining light on local heroes. That's part of the fun in my ability to influence. We were hearing a lot about Craig Cummings and what he means to this part of the community. And you could tell how everybody talked about this guy, that he was a true hero.
Travis Kelce reached out to me and wanted to learn more about Craig. He'd heard about his boxing gym and knew that he was a firefighter. Travis!
It's a pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
How's everything going?
Really good.
I heard you guys are the heart of Kansas City.
We are.
I love to hear it.
We live it, he works it.
Hearing stories about Craig and, just being out in the community myself, I've realized how much this community really does have each other's back. So tell me more about Craig, please.
Well, during the pandemic, Craig lost 3 of his fighters to gun violence here in Kansas City.
That's sad to hear. I can only imagine how he feels knowing the type of impact that he has on these kids.
I don't know if he really does get the impact he has. Mm-hmm. So then I lost my job due to the pandemic. Fast forward to September, the end of September, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, which it's all good. It was hard.
I can only
It was really hard. So he was my rock. So Craig ended up totaling his truck one morning on his way to the fire station in bad weather. We only had liability on it. With everything he does for everybody else, I would love to have been able to get him a truck.
When I heard that his truck got totaled and it was Gina's, dream to get him this truck, I was like, you know what, this is too perfect. I can call my guys up at RealTruck and make the ultimate tailgating truck for Craig and his family. You know what, I might have an idea. I have some friends over at RealTruck that might be able to put something together.
Oh, okay, I appreciate that. Don't even know what to say.
To hear everything that guy is in this community, I think it's the right thing to do to call up my friends over at RealTruck and just make them the ultimate tailgating truck. I know that's gonna put smiles on their face before the game, and then I can put a smile on their face during the game.
We build custom trucks, some of the sickest trucks out there. I'm Darren Odell with KC Customs. The vision for this build is over the top. It's got a lot more going on than most builds. Most builds are just lifts and wheels and tires. It's not a question of what we did to this truck, it's what we didn't do to this truck. RealTruck provided us all kinds of awesome aftermarket parts to make the ultimate tailgating truck and make it stand out in any parking lot he's in. So on day one, what we did is bring the truck in, took the factory suspension out. We're putting a 6-inch super lift kit on it. New trucks are always fun to work on. They come apart very easy. Everything fits, nothing is seized. Took the bumpers off front and rear and replaced them with the Fab 4s. The Fab 4 bumper, sleek design, it doesn't stick super far out, and it's winch capable. 20-inch wheels and tires with 35s. These wheels are brand new Moto Metal 807s. The tires are Nitto Ridge Grapplers. Will be the quietest, most aggressive ride you can get. I'd describe them a little over the top. Day 2, pinstriper came in, Eric. And he did the tailgate, did some hood hand painting, and he did the Travis Kelce signature on the tailgate with his number. I think the pinstriping turned out great. We threw a new RealTruck XR on this one. The RealTruck is lockable at all positions. You can secure your belongings. We got the bed rug put in, installed the Elevate system on the RealTruck XR, and installed the awning to the Elevate. That way, if it's super sunny out or super hot, you can get underneath it. You can relax in the shade and just kind of hang out. We got the amp power steps put on. Amp running boards are awesome. You can just open the doors, they drop down. They drop down further than any other step you can put on there. Once you close the doors, they go back up, and it keeps the truck looking as tall as possible. We added the bushwhacker painted to match pocket flares. That way the rocks will not go down the side and chip up as you're driving. We added a hitch fire grill to the Fab 4 rear bumper to cook all the burgers and dogs. So the cooler has 2 compartments. One side, adult beverages. The other side will have ice cream. We put swing cases in the bed, so that way it can house all your koozies and bottle openers for the parties. Then we added Lund bed lighting and rugged LED awning surround lights for the night games.
Fellas, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Travis? How are you today?
All right, man. Those lights are beaming. Oh, yeah. This thing
Great, man.
amazing.
Well, what do you think? What do you think? What do you see? Look at it.
Is enormous.
Turned out sick, man.
Oh, my God. Oh!
For 2 weeks, I had to keep the secret from Craig. It was probably the hardest thing that I've ever done. When Craig was working, Travis picked me up and we drove over to the fire station with a brand new truck for Craig.
Gina, check this thing out, huh? How's it going?
I'm good.
How about this, huh?
This is a heck of a
you
ride.
feel cozy?
I do.
I think that's your seat right there. I say we shoot out to the station.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. I gotta know, what do you think his initial reaction is gonna be?
I know he's gonna feel like he's not worthy of something like this.
If there's someone worthy of it, it's Craig.
I agree. I mean, he's given shoes off his feet to homeless people. He's literally taken his pants off. Luckily, he had shorts on and given them to a homeless person. They ran a call and the guy didn't have a coat and they were taking him to the hospital. He went back 2 days later with a coat to give the guy. It's just little things like that that nobody else knows, but I know. And so I know he's worthy.
Anybody know where Craig Cummings is? Oh, come on over here, big guy. I remember that face. What's up, big guy? How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are
I'll tell you what you've done in this community over the past 28 plus years, saving lives, making sure that kids have another alternative in life. I've always had a passion to shine light on people that make a difference. And you, my friend, do that in many ways. And Gina mentioned that you wanted a truck. We're handing these keys over to you. Congratulations and thank you. Come here, big guy, huh?
Thank you.
Our friends over at RealTruck put it together, and I'll tell you what, they made it the ultimate tailgating experience. You got a whole bunch of bells and whistles on there you got to get familiar with, man.
Oh, wow.
I was totally caught off guard. I did not see any of that coming.
Let's see what this thing's all about.
Let's go look at it.
Let's see this sucker, man. These are the guys that put it all together, man.
You see it's got the power boards on it, so when you open the doors, they'll drop down. The RGB under low lighting. You got a switch panel up there. You've got a Rhino Rack Batwing awning, and it wraps around 270 all the way out to here.
Oh man, this is unbelievable.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my gosh. This is amazing, you guys.
Rain, sleet, or snow, baby. There you go. I heard you're a big griller, man.
I do like to grill.
That comes all the way out. You got somebody's signature there, but I don't know who the hell that is, man.
Only the best.
Oh my God. Just click in. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom, you're a pro.
You got an amp bumper step here, so you can get up in the truck real easy.
Oh, yeah.
Whole refrigerator back there.
Awesome.
I know it's a lot, but we do got one more surprise. We got to put it to use, right?
Oh, okay.
So there's some tickets in the glove compartment to the home opener.
Oh, yes!
And the parking pass so that we can make sure this thing is tailgated and everything.
I felt like, you know, there's so many other people that do good too. Why am I getting singled out? And the recognition I thought was amazing, and just somebody saying thanks would have been plenty.
Trying to take it for a spin?
I'm ready.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
Oh
yeah.
my. Unbelievable is what this is.
We can't promote them.
Hey, got a little pickup to it.
Oh boy.
As a fellow athlete, I know sports can be that getaway from what life is or what home is like. And I feel like that's kind of what boxing was for you.
I can never really remember a time in my life I wasn't boxing, so I'm a birthday away from doing it for 50 years.
Nice. Gina mentioned that during the pandemic, the Garrison Center wasn't able to be open and got pretty hard for some kids.
Well, we had 3 that got shot and killed at gym time that would have normally been at the gym at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They were off doing whatever they were doing because the gym was closed. But yeah, there's definitely stark reminders that tell me why I got to keep going there every day. Any kind of recognition like this, I'm gonna pour it right back into my program. And if this makes some more kids come to my gym, then that's even better. I just want to help as many kids as I possibly can.
I got nothing but love for you, big guy, because that's what this community needs.
Game time.
There's nobody that's more deserving. What an awesome tribute. This Trucket list could maybe get him ready to retire from firefighting and kind of ride off into the sunset and coach kids, you know, and I can't wait to go with him a little more on these trips.
Damon, that's my best friend. So the tailgate experience, the football games, it's just something that, you know, we can do, share another sport together. I still can't believe it. I mean, the truck is beautiful. I've never seen anything like, I mean, beyond my wildest dream.
The grill master.
I'm going to be the centerpiece of the party, and I can't wait to entertain everybody all around it.
Hey, Travis!
Hey, Travis!
Bro, this truck is awesome! My friends could not wait any longer, bro. We had to get this party started.
The Trucket list will allow me to spend this time with friends and family at one of our favorite pastimes and enjoying the game.